In this unit, we're going to be learning about the American artist Edward Hopper. Edward Hopper painted a lot of really beautiful scenes of American life, including seascapes. So, since summer's coming and we live by the shore, I thought it would be fun if we also did a seascape. Now, we're going to be learning about how to draw using a basic foreground, middle ground, and background in this drawing. Now, you're going to be starting with pencil on white paper, but so that this shows up well in the video, I'm going to be using Sharpie. But just to be clear, you will be doing this part in pencil. So, what I'd like to do first is you're going to decide whether you want to hold your paper long and tall or short and wide. That's up to you. In this case, I'm going to hold my paper long and tall, but we don't all have to do this exactly the same. This is just kind of an example. So the first one we want to think about is our foreground. So if you look at this picture here, my foreground is some sand dunes and some seagrass. So I'm going to kind of draw these little kind of lumpy lines that are sort of overlapping each other. And I'm going to draw some lines here that are my seagrass. Oh, I just thought of something. Make sure you put your name and your class code, okay, so 2-whatever, 3-whatever, on the back. So back to this. So I'm going to draw my seagrass. If you want to do other things in the foreground, like maybe a little sandcastle, maybe a beach chair, maybe some shells, whatever you'd like to do, that's totally up to you. And if you want to look at reference photos on your Chromebook, you're welcome to do that as well to help you draw those things more realistically. So I've done my foreground. Fore means front, so the stuff closest to us in the front of the picture is the foreground. Then from here, I'm going to make sort of another hilly shape. This is going to be my stuff that's going to be in the middle ground. And this is between the foreground, which is close to me, and the background, which is really, 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 really far away from me. And on this hill, I am going to make something that Edward Hopper was really wonderful at. I'm going to make a lighthouse. So to do a lighthouse, there's different ways you can do it, but a basic one is just really a cylinder. So it's kind of like drawing a rectangle that curves in, comes in a little, and make the base of it curved. Then, if you want, you can put some little rocks around the edge of it. If you'd like at this point, while you're drawing this, you can also look up some reference photos of lighthouses. Maybe even there's like a special lighthouse that you like to go to, like Barnegat Lighthouse or something. That's up to you. Or you can just make one up on your own. Again, I'm drawing a little cylinder for sort of the top. This is like the lookout tower up here. So I'm always curving that bottom line. That's what's going to help it to look like a cylinder. And then I can add my little windows, my little doors. Now, you'll notice when you're looking at this, if I measure the size of this, my lighthouse looks like it's only a little bit bigger than my seagrass. Obviously, a lighthouse is huge. So why does it look smaller than the seagrass? The reason why is because it's so far away if it's in the middle ground. So things that are closer to us appear larger, and things that are further away appear smaller. So now that I've done my lighthouse, and you could always add other little things in here, just make sure that they're small. Then I'm going to do my horizon line. My horizon line is the line where the sky meets the ocean in this case. It could be where the sky meets the ground in other cases. So that would be right about here. Now, if I want to add anything else in the ocean, another thing Hopper was really well known for is doing these beautiful sailboats. I could do that as well. So keep in mind that's got to be nice and small. And I could even do some little kind of texture lines in the ocean. If you want to add a sun or anything, please, please, please don't do this type of a sun. Or don't do a corner sun, because in real life, that's not what the sun looks like. The sun just looks like a circle. And a lot of times in a picture, you don't even see the sun, but if you really want to do the sun, that's fine. Don't add the sticks. We will add the glow of the sun when we go to paint it or use oil pastel to color it. And then if you want, you could add a couple clouds in the sky. If you're going to add birds, please don't do the V, okay? Even though they're really tiny, you can do their little sort of wing shapes. This will look better with pencil. And like I said, if you want to add any other details, please just consider how big they would have to be, which is their relative proportion, based on where they are in the picture. Foreground would be big, middle ground would be small, medium, and background would be really, 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 really tiny.